Ingredient on your dance mat. I love how the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you're gonna move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, if you and you don't need no makeup.
Everybody.
And you don't need no makeup.
I got company.
Yes, you do. Hey, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie, dance.
Where's my Charlie moves?
All righty. Oh, you're going to hear from Colleen a little bit later. But good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Move It Monday. We are super excited to have you all here with us tonight. Let's see which one do I do. There we go. We'll start like this. We're super excited to have you here tonight. Hopefully, we've got lots of folks jumping on. And if you are already on watching us here on Facebook, that's what it looks like. The majority of folks right now are watching on Facebook. Go ahead and tag your friends. Say, hey, guys, right here, right now, this is where you need to be. A reminder that as soon as the StreamYard thing comes up every Monday morning saying we're going to be, broadcasting, click that. There's a little place that says reminder. Click it and you'll get a little reminder that says, yes, you need to be here. Also want to remind you that we do stream this on our YouTube channel. And that makes it public. So if you have someone that you've been talking to that's thinking maybe sort of kind of they might want to join us in Tupperware, that you want to have them come check us out, see what kind of fun we have, what we do, how we share with each other, what it's like to be part of a team of people that lift you up and help you succeed, then that's a great place to take them. Every one of them that we've done is broadcast there. So you can actually go back and watch some of them you've missed. There's also some really, really old training videos from like 10, 15 years ago that we've done. And you'll even get to see one of them. I know it's 11 years old because actually it's 12 years old because Corinne was doing a training on how to do the auction party and she was pregnant while she was doing it. So that's a really old one, but there's lots of great videos. We're going to be continuing to add to that. We're trying to, work on some things. It's a process. It's a work in process. And that's one of the great things about our business is that we're always able to learn new ways to do things. We're always able to bring some of what we knew into the present as well. So anyway, we're just glad to have you all here. Now, I did put a little challenge out there that when we have 50 live watching, and right now it says I have 22 watching. That means you're on either Facebook or YouTube and you are engaged. You have let StreamYard know that you're here so that we know that you're commenting. So make sure your friends get on here. When we have 50, I am going to give away one, maybe two, maybe who knows, new products that are coming out this fall. So you're going to want to be a part of that also. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. I'm going to flip this to here and start our quote tonight because, we always like to start with a quote kind of to set the stage of what we're thinking, where we want to put our heads today. And of course, this is from the great Dr. Seuss. Even though he's known as a children's writer, he's probably one of the most inspirational writers that I know of. And one of the things that he wrote, it says, the more you read, the more things you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you'll go. And whether you're a reader or you like to listen to books on tape or whatever it is, this is the key, that learning, the more you know, the further you go. And I always say knowledge is power. And so the fact that you are showing up here tonight, you are learning, you are taking new information, and you are going to take that and utilize that. That's going to help you be more successful. And that's going to help you go wherever it is you want to go in this business. Because I will tell you that this business can succeed for anyone. It's all a matter of taking what you learn and then putting it into action and really, using those things to grow your business. You cannot be afraid to try new things. You cannot always do things the way you always did it, because that's just going to keep you always being where you were. And as they say, if you keep doing the same things over and over and thinking you're going to get different results, Well, that's the definition of insanity. So tonight, no insanity. Tonight, it's all about growing. It's all about showing up, and it's all about learning new things. So are you ready, right? Are you ready to learn something new tonight? Are you ready to get your business taking it up to the next place? Okay. I hope so, because I want to start by reminding you about the things that you have going on for you, because this is the reason you want to learn, because you don't want to miss out. You see, it's the worst thing in the world to go, oh, I really want that gift, but I don't know how to get it. So you got to learn the things to do so that you can expand your reach, so you can meet new customers, so you can involve those new customers in your business. We have some great bonuses for our new reps. Right now we have our welcome bonus, which is the 4 of our KP silicone tools for just $10. It's a $60 value. And then when they hold their first party, or they submit sales of 500 before August the 31st, they're going to get the Ultra Pro. And of course, you qualify when they qualify. So when they get the utensils, you get that barbecue set. When they get the Ultra Pro lasagna pan, you get the Ultra Pro lasagna pan. And I'm just going to share an idea that Jenny Hegler and I were brainstorming this morning. And we were talking about, really getting people to see the value of at least giving it a try. Because see, if you offer somebody the opportunity to pay $15 to open an account, and how much does it cost to buy a Costco account or a Sam's Club account or any of those? Way more than $15. So for $15, they now have the right to shop for Tupperware for at least a year. And then by placing their first order, and of course, showing them maybe a couple of things that we have, like the vintage items, like some of the products that we have in our mailer, maybe showing them the Potato Keeper and the Potato Smart and the Onion Smart, which are on sale till Wednesday, showing them these products that we have that are on sale, but that they get to buy at their consultant discount if they join. So you put together an order, like I call it a bundle, put together an order that's like $40, $50. Now, of course, at $50, and you've got the chance to maybe add on some of the purchase with purchase items, but you kind of group it and you say, okay, if you buy this, and like the Potato Smart and Onion Smart, on sale, you show the retail value, you show the sale price, but then you show their cost. So they paid $15. They paid the cost for the Potato Smart. Now they get the utensils for $10. So then you add up the value of the products that they've got and what it cost them. Why would you not try this? So for $75, you've got all of this, or for $55, you've got all of this that, to add to your collection, and you can continue to shop for a year. Just one more way to put it in front of people, to show them the value of what they can get by opening a Tupperware account. Now, if you are a new rep watching us tonight, I'm going to share with you a little something we've got coming up on Thursday night. But I want to say that if you have not scheduled your launch party with your director yet, you need to reach out to them right now and get that scheduled, because we want to help you get that Ultra Pro lasagna pan. But of course, for those of you who are sharing the opportunity, there is more in store, because when you've welcomed two that submit their first order bonus of $40, you get the fry pan for $25. When you have 4, you can get the saute pan for $40. And when you have 6 that have joined this month, submitted an order of at least $40, you're going to get the saucepan for $35. So guys, check out the value of that. $109 for the skillet, $249 for the saute pan, and $199 for the saucepan, and you're getting all of that for $95. I mean, that's just crazy what's in it for you when you welcome new people onto the team. But you know what? There's another reason you want to recruit, and there's another reason why you do not want to wait. You want to do it by this Wednesday, because when you have welcomed 5, and I'm going to make myself a little bigger so you can see my hand, 5 friends to join you in your Tupperware business by Wednesday, then you, my friend, are going to have qualified for a trip to the Tupperware factory in Hemingway, South Carolina. This is a must do. It is something that comes around very, very seldom. And we have gotten a special invitation because no one has been able to visit the factory in 3 years. And so this is a really special thing for us to get to come. We'll be going in November. So you've got plenty of time to plan for that, to work around getting there as well. So you want to make sure that you are doing what you need to do. So I want you to think about right now, hold up your 5 fingers right now. And I want you to start making a list. 5 people that you can think of. So have you asked your mom? Have you asked your sister? Have you asked your best friend? Those are always the 3 that I ask first, because you want to be around the people that you love the most. So you ask them. If you've got more than one sister, you need to be asking them too. You can tell them you don't have to sign up for life, but you can come in and take advantage of this. There's things you want. Why not sign up, get it for a discount, and then you can come back and shop with me for the rest of your life and give me your money. It's up to you. You want to reach out to your best host. You want to reach out to your best customers. You want to reach out to the person who's always liking everything that you do, saying they love the products, but they're not buying because they don't have a lot of money to spend on it. You want to help those people. You want to think about the people who are always complaining about their job that they have, that they hate their job, that they, don't like the people that they're working with. Those are the people you want to reach out to. You want to be proud out loud, and you want to be visible, and you want to be talking it, that this is the time to be starting. The holidays are coming. This is going to be a great way to have a debt-free Christmas. School is starting back. There's a lot of expenses with that. This is a great time to be starting a Tupperware business. And of course, reaching out to also maybe some of those college kids that are going off to school who want a little extra money coming in, and they don't want to have to show up to work for somebody else. They can do this on their own time. They get a free website. They can do it from their computer in their dorm room. They could be making money. A perfect example of someone who did direct sales businesses while in college. We have 2 in our director ranks right now. When she was 19 years old, and this is back in the day when we did everything in person. Corinne Brown, you'll be hearing from her a little bit later tonight. She needed to make some extra money. She didn't have a lot of extra time. So she started a Tupperware business doing parties and doing it the old-fashioned way, and had built a very successful business, so much so that by the time she graduated, she had been able to save enough money to buy her first home. And Aubrey Stebbins, who also, while she didn't have Tupperware until she graduated, but she did dabble in 2 other direct sales companies while she was in college as a virtual business, as a way to make extra money. So you see, guys, it doesn't matter whether they're in college or not. This is a great opportunity. So be thinking about that. 5 people you need by Wednesday so that you can go with us to Hemingway, South Carolina. All right. I want to also remind you that there are gifts in store for you when you're holding your parties and when you're promoting your business. And this week, so it's only this week and it ends on Wednesday. When you have 200 in sales, you're able to qualify for my favorite little fridge smart. They're little bitty small ones. We've had them as a thank you gift before. We don't sell them. They're one of my favorite sizes because they're just the perfect size for your blueberries and your raspberries and your blackberries. And they're great for you to also pack snacks to take in lunch boxes and things like that, to keep it at work if you want to just keep some on hand there as well. I've got like 4 of them, and I'll go ahead and do some fruits cut up in them, and I'll have them in those, and they'll keep all week long, and then I can just grab one out and eat it. They're also perfect for your herbs. So you're going to be able to get one of these, the set of 2 for just $5 when you have your 200 submitted by Wednesday. And we're going to talk about a couple of ideas on ways you can bring in that 200 in sales before Wednesday if you don't have it yet. A reminder that when you have 500 for the month, you get the 2 Crystal Wave sets for $5. When you get to 1,000, you get to add the Fridge Smart 4-piece set or the Modular Mate super set there for just $20, and then or the Clearly Elegant. And then when you get to 2,000, you get to double dip and you get another one of those sets. You've got till the end of the month, August 31st, for those last 3. And then we have some great products that you can use to help you get those sales in this week and by the end of the month. So of course, we do have a brand new host bonus that is continuing and just started this week and continues until August 31st. I do not have a sample. I had one that I was going to keep for myself, and I had a customer who was just begging me for it. So I sold mine. I don't have one in. It's our Twistable cake taker. They call it the collapsible, but I think it's Twistable is better. And it twists open and it twists close, and it twists opens and it twists close. It goes about this tall, so it's perfect for a cheesecake or a pie or a torte. And then you twist it this way and it goes up high, and it's great for a 3-layer cake, or, even one of those 10-layer cakes, those with the little thin layers. It'll hold one of those as well. That is a host bonus for just $15. Fantastic. Reach out, use this, and go online. One of the things that sometimes people go, well, I don't know what it looks like. I don't have the product. Hey guys, we're up to 32 watching. Go ahead and snag a few more friends, get them on here. We can hit that 50 tonight. All right. But you can Google or go to YouTube and you can look for this, because this product is a product that they sell in other countries. So sometimes we can find the video of it and open and close. And I know a couple of you might have those. I know Stacy Clifton told me she had one. She's been out of town. And so when she gets back, maybe she'll do a little quick open, close for us so we get to see it in action. That'll be cool. And the other one that I'm just super excited about is, of course, our space-saving smart containers. These are so great. And see, like I said, if you put these two together, as a bundle, that's $46. Well, that gives them their qualifying $40 order, but they're saving 30% on that. And then they're getting their 25% discount on that as well. So really, they're getting those two products, and everybody wants those two products for that amazing price. And then, of course, we've got the purchase with purchase offer right there with the $40 order that they can add those on, and that's going to qualify them to get their utensils for $10. So think about that bundle. How about getting all of this product for this price simply by opening an account for $15? That's a way that you're going to get those recruits that you want. So you can go to Hemingway with us. All right. And then, of course, as you all know, our vintage has been extended until this Wednesday, or while supplies last. And hopefully they're going to have plenty extra. Maybe we'll even get to carry them over a little bit longer. But I'd much rather Tupperware tell us that this is when it's going till here. And then if we have more, we can open it up, rather than we think we have 3 weeks to sell it, and then it comes back and we're sold out within the first week. These have been hugely popular. Lots of people buying these. This is one of those things you're going to want to reach out to everybody who bought some of the vintage stuff back in the spring when we had the Wondelier bowls, some of the people who bought the vintage stuff from the catalog, some of the people that bought Cerveliers back in early June when we had those. And if you're not sure who you have that has purchased those, you can go to my office and then click on where it says view orders. And then there's a little search bar there, and you can type in vintage, or you can type in Cervelier, or you can type in, any of the words that will bring those things up, and it'll show you who's bought those. And those would be people you're going to reach out to and make sure that they know that these are on sale as well. One of the cool things, though, that we've been doing since we got back from Jubilee, and we talked about, we posted this on our Facebook page, and we talked about it the other day as well. And that is what we call a party in a post. And basically, you're going to post something like this. Now, the real key to Facebook and working algorithms is that you've got to change things up, and you got to use your words, and you got to make it visible. So you're going to post something like this on your personal page. And it says, hey, friends, I need help with my Tupperware business. It could be, hey, who wants to help a chica out? Hey, who wants to help give me a helping hand? You can do whatever is something that feels comfortable for you to say. And then you say, would you be willing to share one post on your Facebook page, or to put one Tupperware post on your Facebook page? Would you be willing to allow me one post on your Facebook page? There's nothing you have to do after that. I'll do the rest, but I'm giving out free Tupperware if you will help me do it, or to anyone who says yes. Okay, so all of those are just different kinds of ways to say the same thing. Find the words that work for you. Maybe try it a couple of different ways. Maybe do it differently for a couple of days. Make sure that you have been doing something on your page right before you do this. Maybe play a video, maybe find something cute that you're going to share that a lot of people will watch, because statistics show us that people love videos. So if you can play a video, that will make a big difference, because people will be seeing it and they'll see more of, and they'll make more comments on your page. If you do some sort of an engagement or like page where people have to comment, that will also do it. So you could do like duck, duck, goose, and you could go Tupperware. Everybody's going to comment Tupper, until you say where. Whenever you say where, you give away a piece of Tupperware. And it could be, a citrus peel or anything like that. But you do something, to just get some things going. Now, I like to post this on my personal page because I don't post a lot on my personal page about Tupperware. Very often I don't advertise a lot on it. I use my business page for that. But this is, I do a lot of things, just to kind of keep people engaged on my personal page. I post about my family. I post about things that I'm doing. I post motivational comments, or images or little short videos so that people watch it. And then when I did this, I got a lot of people to see it. And so what happens is that people will say, I'll help, I'll help, I'll help. Okay, well, when they do that, you don't start telling them what to do right there on the page. You immediately comment, thanks so much, sending you a message. Thanks so much, DMing you, direct messaging, personal messaging, something like that you're going to do. The other thing that's really important when you post anything on your page is that you make a couple of comments yourself underneath it to try to stimulate more people. Maybe you invite, you call your mom and say, Mom, will you make a comment? Or you call your best friend and say, will you make a comment? Because Facebook sees that when people comment on your post right away, that means that people see what you're posting and they like what you're posting. It's not enough for them to hit like, love, fingers up, all that kind of good stuff. They need to comment. Okay. So that's a really important part. But once you've got people saying that, you're going to send them a personal message. And your personal message is basically, you're going to say something to them like, thanks so much for offering to help me. Here's a picture I want you to post, and then copy and paste this comment, this comment. Okay. And so the comment that you're going to ask them to post is something like this. Now, these are just two different ones. One's one that I had shared to one of my customers. One is one that Shannon Daniels shared with one of her customers. What you ask them to do is you say, thanks so much for helping me. It's super simple to do. Here's a picture I need, for you to post on your page. And then when you post the picture, add this comments. Okay. Add this as your post, and be sure to tag me. That's the other part. Be sure to tag me when you do it. Now, it's important that you ask them to do this early in the day when you can get comments going. Like, you don't want them posting it at 1:00 in the morning and you're asleep, because you need comments as soon as they post. So you try to ask them to do it, like, let me know when you do this so that I can come in and comment right away. So mine all had something similar, like, aren't these awesome? Which did your grandma have in her kitchen? My friend Marcia can hook you up. Who loves vintage Tupperware? And of course, I just realized that all my little emojis have disappeared, because when I use StreamYard like this, it takes away the actual emojis. But, where it, like, I used all the different little emojis that had hearts and stars and things like that, so that it catches their attention with lots of color. These exclusive items are only available this week. Then they'll be gone in the vault. Comment below with your favorite color. The one that Shannon did vintage is the way to go. Take a look. Let my Tupperware lady, Shannon Daniel, know you so you can get it ordered ASAP. And then she had done, Tupperware's done it again, y'all. More amazing classic sets to add to your vintage collection. Fresh from the vault, ever classic Uncle Si tumbler, Servalier cereal bowl set, 2-quart, 1.5-quart classic pitcher sets, classic square from yesteryear. These are going to go fast while supplies last. Comment for, check the comments for more info. You see, you don't want anything in that post that takes them to your website or takes them off of Facebook, because Facebook doesn't like that. So you want this just to be a bright, colorful, eye-catching little quick comment. Your customer's going to paste that right into her page with the picture that you've given her. In this case, we're using the vintage ones. You could do the same thing for the smarts. If you did the vintage last week, do it again this week and do the smarts. Then when you do that in the comments, you're going to make sure that there's at least 10 comments in the first hour. That is key. Write that down first, 10 comments in the first hour. So it can be you. So the one I usually do is I would go, hey guys, check all the cool things off. Here's the link to my website. And I put the link to my website in the comments. And then I would post all the different pictures of the items. So each of the little items that were in the classics, I would post separately. And then again, I'd post my website. And then I would, keep going with maybe what's on special, some other specials. I'd say, check out the other great specials on the website. And then the purchase with purchase items, so that there's a good number of comments right away. Then other people are going to see it. And people are going, oh, I love this color. And see, that's why I always say comment below with your favorite color so I can get people commenting. I want to get them commenting as well as me. But even me commenting creates that engagement and also makes Facebook think that people want to see this post. So it shows up more. Now, you might get 5, 6 people who do this, and maybe only 1 or 2 are going to get engagement because maybe they don't have a lot of people watching their website or their Facebook page. But the key is that you got to keep doing it. And this is going to make a big difference. I know Shannon sold over $800 last week. I sold over $800. And then Janice, that's a great idea. Something they like about Tupperware with the picture, and then, and tag you. The key is getting people to do it on their page. That is the magic, that they post it, not you. Because if you post on their page, she's going to see it, but her friends are not going to see it. It's up to you to create that engagement, that excitement. And so this is going to be huge. So you have this opportunity still over the next 2 days to really run with this. I posted on Monday, and by Wednesday I had sold like $800. I know Kim Walker, Jenny sold over 800 when she did it. 800 must be the magic number. Kim Walker did it. She was like, I don't think it's not working for me. And we talked, and she did it again. She had one person buy $500. So you never know. It's just a matter of, you got to keep doing these things and you got to keep showing up. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how important that is in our next segment right here. So we are going to go into another thing right now, because we're going to talk about our VIP groups. All right. How many of you have a VIP group? How many of you have a VIP group? Go ahead and put in the comments if you have a VIP group, and maybe put in there how many people you have in your VIP group right now, because we're going to hear from some people who have VIP groups, and they're going to share some tips and ideas on how they build engagement with their VIP group and how they build the numbers of their VIP groups. So it's good to see so many of you have your VIP groups going there, Teresa and Karen and Colleen. And speaking of Colleen, I'm going to bring Colleen on, because Colleen, we're going to put, let's see, I'm going to go over here for just a minute. I want to introduce you guys to Colleen Halgren. She's one of our amazing leaders. She'll tell you a little bit about herself, but she's going to share with you something that she's been doing. That's just the coolest idea. And it's a way that she's been able to access new customers and build her VIP group. So I'm going to turn it on over to you, Colleen. Take it.
Thanks, Marcia. Hey, guys. Good to see y'all. One of the things I've started doing, other than just inviting and reinviting my friends and family again, I actually got connected with a gal who does online vendor events. Yeah, I know some of you have seen and heard about online vendor events and have been a little skeptical about them. I actually got lucky with the gal I'm with, Melissa Victoria. She is amazing. She runs her not her VIP, excuse me, her vendor event really, really well. And I've gotten lucky because with every time I get into her vendor event and every time it's only $25 and I get either a Friday slot for 2 hours or a Saturday slot. I get to choose. And then we get another slot on it's Saturday or Sunday slot. Then we get a 20-minute slot on Monday and a slot on Tuesday to post. And we can post as many times as we want on the slot time we're given. It's amazing because she also has started pinning not only our link to order on, but also our VIP links up in the featured up at the top, which is really nice, which has helped. Just in the vendor event I'm on for this weekend, I've already added 7 more people to my VIP group. They can be tricky. I've done a couple other vendor events with other vendors other than Melissa. They haven't been as well structured, so you do have to be a little bit careful. But I actually enjoy working with hers because I've added probably more than half of what I have in my VIP group from that vendor event and also through my surveys on my parties. Be sure when you're doing your surveys on your parties, if you're not doing them, you better get your survey put together and make sure you post a survey at the end of every party you do. That is the other way that I get people into my VIP group is I ask if they want to know about the sales. One, it gets them into my VIP group. The second one is I get them onto our letter that goes out every month. Get those 2 things, get their emails, get their phone number addresses. Those are great follow-ups. They are also amazing ways to get back with everybody else. So
awesome. So let me just make sure, like, so online vendor events, like how would you suggest that maybe they find out where some of them are? Like you said, some were not as good as others, but I always say nothing ventured, nothing gained. You have to try sometimes you have to kiss some frogs, right? To find a prince. But how do you go about finding maybe how to get on?
I got lucky with Melissa. She was actually invited by one of my customers to a party. And after my Tupperware party, she was very impressed with how well my party was run. She came to me after the party a couple of days later and said, "Hey, I've got an online vendor event coming up in 2 weeks. Do you want to be a part of it?" And I said, "How much is it?" Because that was my first key. If it was going to be more than, say, $30 to $35 for just a weekend, that was going to be way over my budget at that point in time. So you got to watch how much they're charging. I don't know where to find them. You can ask on some of your Facebook pages if they do vendor events. I'm not sure.
I think that sounds like a great idea. So, or maybe just putting out to some of your customers, anybody know anyone doing an online vendor event, or you could probably just search online vendor events. But this is one of the things, what Colleen looked for is an opportunity. And this is the thing, guys, I want you to all think about. If you want to meet new people, you have to step outside your comfort zone and you have to get into new groups. So I love that idea. I love the fact that, you're professional, you're showing your products and you're getting people excited about it. And then you're inviting them to join your VIP group, because that is the other really important piece of it.
And I woke up this morning and I had $68 in sales from somebody I did not know.
I know.
I'm like, who is this person? Where is she from?
That's the best feeling when that happens. And that's what happens the more exposure that you get. So thank you so much, Colleen, for sharing with
us. Welcome.
I hope you take note of that and you write that down as one of the things that you're going to be looking for now as well. All right, we're going to go on because we have a few more ideas, but thank you, Colleen. All right. So guys, another thing that you can make sure that you do when you are or to check your VIP group is, you want to think about, like, why do I have this VIP group? Because, it is a private group for you to use for your customers and hosts. That means that you can, If you have excess inventory and you want to sell it, I know Karen Edwards does a really good job with hers of she'll go live with some things that she has and maybe do a private sale in her group, or she'll do demos in her group for her people to see. The key is that you're building the relationships and you're building a sense of community, because you want people to feel like this is a place they want to be. It's not a place that they're just going to get slammed with a bunch of sale things all the time. They want to build a community. They want to see a recipe. They want to get a feel for you and who you are, and that you give value to why they're in your VIP group. And it's important that you create daily engagement. You see, if they're not engaging with you on a daily basis, they're not going to see what you post all the time either. Think about it this way. If you have a friend and you haven't talked to them in 6 months, and then you run into them and immediately you start trying to sell them something, they're not even going to, they're going to be like, where did you come from? But if they're seeing you every day and they're, engaging with you, and you casually along the way mention Tupperware, they're going to be more receptive to it. So you don't want it to be that, people only hear from me every 3 weeks when I want to sell them something. You want to show up daily with something to offer people as value. And that's going to also help you grow your numbers. Now, one of the things you can look at in Facebook, and so I kind of did this, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't work my VIP page as much as I probably should, but I will tell you that when I work it, it really is amazing what I get from it. So when you go into your group, so you're going to set your group up. And you want it to be private, because you don't want it to be, you want to have some control over who can see it, but you want it to be visible. But when you go in over on the side, and this is from a desktop, it's going to have a place that says grow your group, and it's going to have settings and insights. And insights is what I want you to go look at. And you're going to click where it says engagement. So you can change whether it's for the last 60 days, whether it's for the last 30 days, the last 7 days, or whatever. And it will show you what got seen. I mean, like how much engagement you got from the different things. So when I'm going to share with you something that I do, that when you see things like this, where there's a whole lot of engagement right there in a row, like over a week's time, there was a lot of engagement. This because I did something different. And you'll see was there 2 posts there? There was 4 posts there. I mean, how many posts? So you'll see I didn't do any posting for a few days there. But every time that I did a post, there's this spike of activity that goes on, and it shows you how many people saw whatever that post was that you did. And it'll even break it down for you so that, as you're looking at this same section, it's going to tell you what days you get more people watching things. So like if I post on a Monday or a Saturday, I got more people visible. For my friends, the people who look at things, the time of day that's really popular is like from 5 to 7 or 5 to 7 o'clock, for my folks. And Monday's a really popular day. So it kind of gives me an idea of when I want to post things so that the people that are my friends are going to see it as well. So this is one of the things. So we're building the engagement, and we're getting more people watching what we post, which is going to then create more results coming from your VIP group. Now, I also went to one of our other directors who I had asked for all of our leadership team, like, how many people do you have in your VIP group? Guys, she has over 1,000 people in her VIP group, and 99.5% of those are not in Tupperware. They're people who are just her customers. And I asked her to share with me what it was that she does, because she works on Monday nights and can't be on here with us, but she sent me her top 3 tips that she wanted to share with you. And this is what it is. So during her parties, and of course, all of her parties are Facebook parties, Tara, this is Tara Henderson Empson. If you haven't met Tara, she does an average of 4 to 5 parties every single week. And during her parties, she offers them 10 chances in her drawing if they go and join her group. And of course, she always has the link right in the party to join the group because it's not taking them off Facebook. So it's there for them to be able to join her group. They get 10 chances in her drawing that she does in the party. So that inspires the guests that are on the party to then go, join her group. Then she periodically will go in to where it says invite people, and she'll just scroll through her friends maybe once a week and invite a few more people. You can also copy the link and then personally message some of your friends and say, hey, I don't know if you realize I sell Tupperware. I have a special VIP group. Love for you to join my group. And you just send them the link, because sometimes that's easier for people than going to the group itself. And then a couple of times a year, she will offer an incentive for anybody that's in the VIP group to invite their friends. And when you do that, you're typically going to have a magic number. Hey guys, we want to, I love having you as part of my group, and it's time for us to share it with, share the love. We have we want to add 100 new people in the next week, or we want to hit the magic number of 500 or whatever. When we hit that number, I'm going to give away this. Everybody who's in the group and everybody who's invited somebody to join the group will be in the drawing. And you can click on where it says members and like recent activity, and it will tell you who's added people to your group. So that's another way that you can pull the names of who have added people to the group. You can also just ask them to comment when they've invited a person. Like I invited my friend Sally to join the group, then that way you know who it is as well. But those are 3 more really cool ideas that we have available to you to be able to get more people into your group. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about engagement, and then I've got one more person who's going to share with you something that she does that's a little different to add more people to your group when you're out and about. But right now I want to talk to you about Tup Social. And if you have the Tupperware Pro or Premium website, now that is the one that you pay a little extra. Everybody gets a free website for people to shop with. But if you have the Pro or Premium, then you also get included this wonderful tool called Tup Social. So when you're in my office and you pull down the little bar on the top left side, it's going to say Tup Social. And you click on that Tup Social, and it's going to open up a screen that looks like this. All right. And it has post creator content, content calendar, share. It has training. It has a whole lot of stuff on there. But all I want you to look at right now is content library. Okay. Because I'm going to show you what I do. And when you saw those spikes, remember when I showed you the activity in mind, there were these spikes. To make things easy for me, I use the scheduling feature that Tup Social offers us. So you can actually go in and you can schedule things to post on your group or on your page whenever. And so I do the same, sometimes the same post will go to my public page. Okay, that's a public facing page. Anybody can see it. And then I send it to my private VIP group because I want them to feel special because they're special. So I'm reaching 2 actual different groups. Some of the people that are on my business page are in my VIP group, but some of them are not. This is how I reach more people. And this is where you get some viral spread because you do something like this. So I click Content Library, and when I click Content Library, it opens up something that looks like this. And these are all different categories of post that they have already created. Now, guys, there are over 200 different posts, that actually more than that. There's I think there's 25 different categories because there's a whole nother bunch of these. There's 12 right here. And I want to say that there's another 3 rows left. So there's 24 categories. And you can use all of them. And sometimes, and I'll use a lot of the different ones, but the one that I use the most is the one right here that says product videos. So it's down on that 3rd row, product videos, because there are over 200 product videos that you can share to your group. So it will, so I just kind of blew this up so you can see it. Like I said, there's over 200, and I just scroll through and look for things that look interesting to me. And I'm in, like if it's, National Chocolate Chip Day, then I'll post maybe one of the National Chocolate Chip Day post that they have. And then a little bit later in the day, I might post at 2 different times a recipe for something that has chocolate chips. And they have a search, so I can search here chocolate chips, and it'll pull up the recipe videos, the product videos that have chocolate chips in it. And then I'll just pick those to see which one I want. And then when you do that, you can then have that one posted to your group. Now, just to give you an idea, okay, so here's one that I thought looked really yummy. It was called, it's called raviolis. It's called sweet raviolis. And this is what the image looks like. And so when I'm ready to post it, I click where it says post. So you can check it. You can click the little thing to have it play and decide if I like that one or I don't like that one. And then you can click post. And when you click post, right up here at the top, I really want you to pay close attention to this. Okay, so you can't really see behind this bar, but it has my different groups and pages where I can send things to. So I can send it to my Twitter, I can send it to my group, I can send it to my page. Sometimes I'll even post it on the Hooray group so you guys can, see it, maybe download it and use it. But then right here where it says posting tips. So for most of the recipes that they show, if you click posting tips, it actually has the recipe. So then all I do is I copy this recipe. I just highlight it, copy it. And then I paste it right here into the comments, and I'll rearrange it a little bit. I'll put some space bars in there, maybe number a couple of them. They're not numbered because it's really difficult to read it the way it's typed right there, but I'll segment it out so it looks pretty. And then you can either post it right then or you can schedule the post. And I will do maybe one right then, but then I'll schedule. And this is when I'm really together and I sit down, and this is why, if you plan well, you do this every week, you set aside a time every week to do this, you can schedule videos for every single day this week. And you can schedule them to go into your VIP group every single day this week, maybe 2 days this, or 2 posts every day this week. And that's going to create that fun and excitement and things for people to see. And that's going to get more people engaged in your group. And that's going to then allow you to say, hey, invite your friends to join the group so they don't miss out on these fun recipes. And that's going to also help you get more people into your VIP group as well. But you know what? We still have more ways to be able to do this. And I have another one of my amazing guests here with me tonight. Congratulations, Kathy, on winning tonight's Monday Move It Monday drawing. We're super excited for you. But I want to introduce you to another guest we have here tonight. There she is, the amazing Corinne Brown. And Corinne does an incredible job on getting people to her VIP group using a little bit of a different approach. And so, Corinne, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you share with people some more tips on how they can grow their VIP group.
Definitely, guys. I've heard some really good ones today. I want you to actually comment in the chat, what's one of the best ideas that you've had so far? Because I'm kind of curious if some of the things that you've heard that I'm like, oh, I do that or whatnot, you see as well. So put that in there because it's always nice to see if we all get the same takeaways. I love how we get different takeaways. So with getting people in your VIP group, I love getting people in my VIP group on the spot when I meet them out and about. So I love networking. When Marcia was talking earlier about how I started my business when I was 19 years old, the way I built a business is I did 300 cold calls. Literally, I got on the phone and called people and asked them. I got denied so many times. I had to fall in love with the word no. And it's just one of those things that you learn. You have to make a game out of it where I'm going to collect 10 no's today. Can I outbeat yesterday? Can I get more no's today than I did yesterday? It's a mental switch. And I'm just going to tell you, if you take away a tip, please take that one away too, is that everything is mindset as we're working on these things, as we're working people to get into our VIP group. But with networking, relationship first, and always remember to add value and keep asking. that same concept of how we network outside of social media is how we kind of network as we bring people into social media and into our VIP group. So when I'm out and about, I'm handing out my card because I do carry business cards. I do lots of vendor events. But on the back of my business card, I have a QR code. And that QR code says, I don't know if y'all can see this, join my VIP group. And so sometimes they don't even take the card. They just scan that and then they join my VIP group and they'll do it right there on the spot. And I was at one this weekend and 5 of the people there all joined my VIP group right then and there. New captive audience, rock and roll, ready to go, right? I also have a flow code that I keep on the back of my phone here. This is, I think I've trained on this with you guys before, but it's free. So the print thing wasn't, but getting a code like this is free. Just print it out, put it on a sticker, put it on your phone. I mean, you just got to keep it with you. Actually, keep it as a screensaver on your phone. You know how you have your lock screen? Like my lock screen right now is a quote, because I like to have my affirmations, but your lock screen could be your QR code. And whenever you see somebody, you can be like, hey, just scan here. And then they could get access to your VIP group. But flow code, this is a little different, one step further. So every VIP group, I'm going to hyper backwards. Okay, guys, real quick. All right. Your VIP group, you have a custom URL. Okay. Every single one of you that has a group that is private, you have a custom URL. That custom URL, you can take and put onto any of those free QR programs that are out there. You can Google free QR programs. Personally, I like flowcode.com because you can get a flow page. It's like a link tree that we heard about at Jubilee, where people also get access to my VIP group. They also get access to my monthly contest where I collect their emails. They also get access to that month's specials. So we can do another training on that another day. The point is have something accessible that allows them to join. So go to Flowcode right now. You can get a QR code absolutely free and download it. You can even download it with an image that says scan me. And then you save that image and then put it on your lock screen. So Marcia, you could have this done in 5 minutes after Move It Monday, not right now, but after, then you could go and do that. And that's just a great way to constantly have it. And it's a simple thing that you guys can all go do right now, where everywhere you go, you say, hey, join my VIP group, get in. Hey, scan my flow code. Now make sure you join my VIP group. I mean, it depends on whichever way, but you're constantly saying, join my VIP group, no matter where you're at. Then I'm gonna give you one tip that I found with inside your VIP groups. Make sure you're welcoming everybody as they join in. Make sure you're doing that welcome post and getting them to comment right away, because that way you're getting that engagement and then more people in the group will start to engage as well. So it's every little thing that we can do to show up, even if it's just saying, hey, thank you for being here. That's an easy way to show up, but it's about consistency. We don't get true success overnight. It is in the consistent efforts that we make and having that positive step every day. And that's the same thing with the group. So make your goal be to get 10 no's and make your goal be to share your group with at least 5 people a day. I mean, you got this, right?
I love it. And Corinne has helped me learn a lot about this kind of stuff.
My lighting's awful. Huh? My lighting's awful.
Mine's really bright.
I'm like dark in my bedroom because the kids are going to bed because we're back to school.
I went swimming yesterday in the ocean and all my sunscreen got off my face. It's red today. So anyway, Corinne shared this with me. And so we were working at last year at the Christmas show. And so I did a sign that had my Facebook VIP group for people to scan right there. And so as I talked to a customer, they would just pull out their phone. I said, scan here, you can join my group. And so I got all these people. I mean, in one day I added like 50 people to my group. And it's just such a cool tool to have to reach new people. And I think that that's the key, because, I have had a lot of I was talking to Corinne about this, and I've had a lot of consultants, reps will say to me, gosh, I don't get much action on my VIP group. And then I'll go and I'll look at their group and I'll say, and it's like, they've got 30 people. And then I look at who the 30 people are in their VIP group, and half of them are Tupperware consultants, other Tupperware consultants. And of course, you're not going to get anything from the other people who sell Tupperware. So that's a really important thing. If you're, it's like, you've got to keep adding these new people. And that's going to make a big difference. And then you've got to make sure that the people that you're inviting are not just Tupperware people.
Yeah.
We love our Tupperware friends. We love our TFFs. But you know what, guys? They're not the ones who are going to grow your business in your VIP group. So
and just like Tara had mentioned, she's always adding more people to be friends with. So when people suggest you to be friends with people on Facebook, like reach out and friend them, because then you're adding more people in your feed. So when you do the numbers games or all this stuff, you have a new audience. And then also I'll go and share my VIP group. Like I just did it yesterday. I didn't even do anything clever. Facebook said, do you want to share your group? And I said, yes, whatever it was, but doing it, right? So there's no excuses for the action. But I shared that on my page, and I probably haven't done that in 6 months, like putting it on my personal timeline. Hey, join my VIP group. So, but by adding new people, that's a new audience now that is also seeing that, because they didn't know you 6 months ago. So they didn't know you had a VIP group. So it's constantly multiple channels bringing the people.
I love it. I love it. So thank you, Corinne, for sharing with us. And guys, like she said, be commenting and sharing what you're taking away and what you're going to do.
Marcia had a question. So Marcia asked, did I make the card on Vistaprint? Here, I'll show it so we can see. I do make my cards on Vistaprint, but I import my own images. So like the flow code, I made that QR code myself that goes to my VIP group. I did this like literally 8 years ago. I still have the same card. I just changed the picture to a selfie because I'm not that young anymore, so I had to change it. But other than that, Vistaprint's great. You definitely can use that, and you can use the flow code, or you can use the QR code, whichever one you come up with. Awesome. And I was just trying to make sure there weren't any other questions. I don't think there were. Okay, cool.
Okay, great. All right, so thank you, and we'll have to get you on to talk about flow codes again in the future. Okay, so guys, are you ready to see something new? All right. How exciting is that, right? A brand new catalog and a September brochure coming. But I wanted to show you guys, I have some of the new products here so you can get a close-up look at them. Sampling will open for you tomorrow. And I'm not going to go through the whole catalog because, you know, what you just saw, that great video. I am going to be posting the pictures of everything available in the new catalog in the group in just a little bit so you can see it. Beautiful new catalog, lots of great things. Check this out. I am in love with this new product. It's got this great, it folds down flat, so when you store it. So for all those folks who want a thermos that they can carry with them, you know, they didn't need coffee, they need something heavy duty, this is the bomb. It will keep beverages hot or cold for like 8 hours. It's so amazing. We have been using ours when we travel. We'll put our coffee in it, and then, you know, we can drink our coffee while we're driving, which is always great. So it's fantastic. Awesome. This is going to help you capture a lot of those people, you know, who, you know, like use Yetis and stuff like this. This is going to be a great asset to use with that. And it's got the nice screw top, and it's metal, and it's just, you know, so it's super, super durable, and it won't break. So that's also really great. Another one of the items you might have noticed when the video was going on are these really cool new things. These are so awesome. They're basically little containers for you to use for your sugar, for your creamer. You can use them for salt. And here's what's really cool. See the spoon? When Charlie unwrapped them, he didn't set it right. but there it sits like that. So it doesn't, you don't sit it down into it. You sit it so it sits right there just like that on top of it. How cool is that? So it's right there when you get ready to measure. It's got a measuring spoon right there for 1 teaspoon. And then the other side is a half a teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon, it's all right there. You don't have to get your measuring spoon out. You're not going to mess it up. It's so cool. And then it has a nice flexi seal that seals up just like your kind of like a modular mate. And then they stack on top of each other. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love these. So I know I'm going to be having to get some of these to go into my kitchen as well. We've also added some other cool things. We have the party gel. We sold this a little while back. It was very, very popular. And there's all these new recipes that you can use for this. And there's a whole recipe book of new recipes with the new catalog that you'll want to do. So you want to get your samples of these products and then do your own videos of these recipes. You know, Dia's going to have some of them, but you can take the recipes, try them out, try your own favorite things. So let me ask you guys in the comments, tell me what would be your favorite thing to do with this gel mold, with the gel mold here. What would be the thing that you would want to do with the gel mold? Because it's really cool. And of course, just in case you aren't familiar with our gel rings or gel molds, the thing you're going to always want to do is you seal this piece up. Okay. So you're filling it up, right? You're going to fill it up. Oh yeah. No baked cheesecake would be great in this. And then you put the cover over it like this and you let it congeal, right? And so then you're ready. Once it's done, you're going to flip it and then you just peel the center seal. And the same thing works with your gel ring. You flip it over and then you take this one out. And when you take this one out, you hear it go and it just breaks the suction and it falls down into it. And so then you have this great little serving tray to do it. So I saw a 7-layer dip in there. I saw a rainbow congealed salad. You can use this to make a, we call it strawberry shortcake dessert, where you're going to take lady fingers and dip that, put them in there, or with some strawberries, chopped up strawberries and stuff in there, and whipped cream. It's so yummy. So there's lots and lots of things you can do with this. I know one of our consultants, Ellie Tello, she always has the most amazing things that she does in here. She has a chocolate custard mold that she does that just looks incredible. So we're going to have to try some of those out and see some of those. So I think that's a great one. Lots of new colors in our products, which is going to be really exciting as well. And of course, we've got the minis and the snack cups in new colors as well. And then we've got a new addition to our water bottles. These are kind of the upgrade to those freezables. We had the freezables back earlier in the summer. These are made of a little bit different plastic that's a little more givey, and they fit in your hand really nicely. And so you can actually freeze in these. There, you kind of take them up to the fill line. There's a little fill line right there. I don't know if you can see it. And you fill it up to that. And then when it freezes, it'll expand a little bit. And so that's how you, and then you can carry it around with you. And it's going to, and they're designed so they don't really sweat either. So you have, as you go through the day, it's going to defrost. You could do it, with some water. You could do it with iced tea. And then you have your nice cold beverage all day long. So this is going to be another really great uptick to our products. Once again, there's some more new colors in the things that we have. So you're going to want to check all of those out as well. And as I said, we have a brand new mailer. So let's take a quick look at the mailer and what we have in it. And I have a couple of those items to show you as well, because we're almost at the end of our time tonight. First off, we have sushi with a flair. That's right, guys. You're going to be able to make your own sushi with our sushi makers, our nigiri and our maki. And I've had these for a while. I got these a couple years ago. We love these. They're fun. My granddaughters love them. So you can make the little nigiri ones, and then you can, make the rolled ones as well. And then on the next one, you're going to see our fresh hot croissants you can make yourself. I can't wait to try this one out. I've never seen this one. So I'm pretty excited about trying to make my own croissants. And then you can do filled croissants and things like that with it. Let me change this maybe so you can see me a little bit bigger so you can see it. But look how big this thing is. And here's what's cool. You can make little thin ones, or you can make a little bit wider ones, depending on whether you want to make little ones or big ones. It comes with a spoon for filling it and for making them in with the things that you want. We also have a ravioli maker, pasta made simple. So you can get your pasta dough, roll it out, put it onto this, and then you just roll the rolling pin across it, and it cuts the bottom piece. And then you're going to take the spoon and you're going to you kind of push it down just like this. And it makes a little hole, little well, and then you put your fillings in it, and then you put the other piece of dough over it and roll your rolling pin again, and it seals them, crimps them together. So you put the first one down on it, push it down, add your filling, put the other one on it, roll it. It's going to be so amazing for that. You can also make little, like I was showing you that little ravioli thing, that recipe. You could actually take this and use that to make that one as well. That'll be fun for that one. So that's going to be great. And then the hamburger press, of course, is back for a short time. So you want to be sure to share that one as well. And I want to know, do I have any folks who know what spatzel is? Anybody know what spatzel is? If you know what spatzel is, and you can put it in the comment, what country maybe it's not found in, I might send you an extra gift. So go ahead and comment. Charlie, let me know if anybody knows. All right, because spatzel is the coolest thing. I learned how to make it years ago, and yes, it is, Jenny. It's a German noodle. I learned how to make them back in the day when, the the colander that we have now, the vintage colander. We had a recipe that we could make it using that. Because we would push it through with one of our tools that we had in our game prizes, and it would come out the bottom. And I can remember sitting over my pot doing it. This one's so much easier, guys. It's got much bigger holes, number one, so there'll be much nicer noodles than the ones that I had. And then it comes with this. Now, this actually has a little place that it lives back on the back, just like that. So it all stays together. And then you just pop this out. And then you just put your dough right here, your batter, and then you just run this thing like this through it, and it comes out the bottom, and it goes right into your hot pot. It's great with pork loins and gravy. You can do them with like a buttery noodles, like a buttery sauce. So you can make your own noodles at home. And I like to do mine with like a garlicky thing. And then I'll put some white beans and a vegetable broth with it, because, I'm a vegetarian. So that's the way I do mine. But it's so yummy. So that's coming as well. And then, of course, we've got our modular mates and, the small the spice shakers. I know several of you have been asking about those, the large spice shakers and the small spice shakers, the super cereal store and the regular cereal store with a BOGO offer, which is going to be great. And of course, we continue with that Modular Mate Host Gift Special, which is going to help you date lots and lots of parties into September. And then, of course, we have this explosion of color and a great value with our impressions pieces. So we've got this great impressions, get it all set for $189. Everything that you see there, you can't go wrong with that. So you can buy some of the pieces individually, but the best value is the get it all set. There's the BOGO. It's kind of like a BOGO set. So you're going to, it's a great one for people to use for gift giving. You're going to want to promote it that way. And then, of course, our salt and pepper shaker with the butter dish, always a great seller, the pickle deli, the gallon pitcher, and the tortilla keeper. So, guys, this is going to be a really, really awesome mailer that we're going to be working with in September. It's going to help you to sell lots and lots and lots of stuff. And you want to make sure that you take advantage of the things that you can sample. Now, there's some of the things we're not going to be able to sample with this, so you'll have to be sure to be ready to order it the day it it opens, simply because the quantity, they want to make sure that they have plenty of quantity for us to offer this to our customers. So if it's not available as a sample, you're still going to get your 25% discount on the sale prices. So you're going to be ready to place that order on the first day of September. So September 1st, we have your list of things to go in and place your order as well. All right, guys. So that's pretty much wrapping us up for tonight with a lot of the things that we've had. Which products did you love and do you think everyone needs in their home, and why? Which of these products are you most excited about? And, because if you're excited, folks that are going to be excited. And, what's great about that is that, once these are out and you're excited about them and you're talking about them, then you can go live in your VIP group. So you can take some of these things that we've talked about already tonight and put those into effect, right, with what you've learned here tonight as well. Oh, I'm coming to see you, Marcia, because I just love to fix sushi and that as well. So this is, whoops, let's see, I'm trying to turn that off. There we go. All right. JC likes the impressions. Yes, I can't wait to sell that big set. Just think about that. Every one of those sets, that's almost putting like $45 in your pocket every time you sell one of those. And people love the rolling pins. So you got to make sure that you talk about that too. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of these products as we get into September. Right now, of course, I want to encourage you to be dating those now and later parties. Like, these are things going away. So if you've got people who maybe, have been working with some things in certain colors, make sure people know these are the things that are leaving in these colors. They'll be back in new colors. These are the things that are leaving altogether. Make sure you're putting that onto your pages, because you got 2 weeks here to really close the month out strong. Now we started tonight talking about the more you learn, the further you go in your business. So I want to remind you, I've got to fix this slide here, that you've got these great things going on. We have a Stepping Up Zoom that I'll be doing on this Thursday night, and that says 8 p.m. even though you can't see it. So you join me at Thursday night at 8 p.m. I will, and this is posted in the page and the group as well, so you can grab the link. If you are, just wondering, is it to my benefit to step up? Then come and let me tell you a little bit about what happens when you take that next step in your business, when you give yourself a promotion, the amount of money that is available to you by just making that decision to just build a team 1 month at a time, 1 step at a time, and take yourself up to maybe a 6-figure income. And if you are brand new with us and you have not, you're not even sure what's going on yet, I encourage you to join me Thursday night at 9 p.m. because at 9 p.m. I'm going to go over just kind of the basics of what it is to be in Tupperware, where to get started, how to set up your website if you haven't done, or how to use your website if you haven't done it already, and a little bit of a look at some of the things that are available to you as you build your business. So it's kind of like a overview of what's available. Whereas with the Stepping Up, I'm going to get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts about what it takes for you to maximize your business. But of course, there's always opportunities to learn, and our amazing regional Dora Neubauer, along with the other regional sales directors, are offering a series of workshops. A few of you took advantage of this when they did it last month, but we did not have a lot of people take advantage of this. And guys, I was almost embarrassed, because I think that, of one of the larger companies in our region, in the country, I mean, we're, one of the top 10 in the country, we did not have a lot of people take advantage of this amazing opportunity to learn and grow, because these regionals are pulling people from all these different regions to share tips and ideas, things that they're doing to unlock the superpowers in our business. And the superpowers, we all know, are building a team and partying until the cows come home. So you want to be sure that you're picking one of these times to be there. There's 2 tomorrow night, one at 7 p.m. Eastern time, one at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And then there's 2 more Thursday the following week, also at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Pick one of those times, to get on and join. If you speak Spanish, get on one of the ones Friday or Tuesday. As well. I have the link, so you can just click the link also in our Hooray group So you can check that out. And I'm creating a little special chat so that you guys can share with me what you're learning when you're on those. And I'm going to be doing some drawings from those of you that attend these. So make sure that you have commented on the post that you're going to be in there and that you're in that group, that chat, so that you can share with me what's going on as well. So as we close tonight, I'm going to leave you with one more quote. And you know, this kind of sums up what we said at the beginning, like the great Dr. Seuss telling us that we just have to, continue to learn every single day, because the more we learn, the further we go. But no matter how you feel, all the knowledge in the world isn't going to do you a bit of good if you don't put it to work. So no matter how you feel, you got to get up every day. You got to dress up, dress for the job that you want, and show up, giving your best, put your best face on, just set aside what isn't, and never give up. I remember once in my career, I was at a training, and somebody said, whenever you come to the door, you're going to wipe your feet and leave whatever's bothering you at the door when you walk into someone's house. Another one of my friends told me one time, she said, no matter what, wherever you're going, if you're going into a meeting, if you're going in to do a business call, wherever it is, there's always going to be something where you can leave your troubles behind. You can hang them on the tree at the end of the driveway. You can put them in the flower pot on the person's porch as you walk into the house. You can stick it on the desk outside the office that you're walking into. Wherever it is that you show up with your bright self. You show up with your best self, and never give up, because the moment you do, you have abandoned hope. You have given up all the things that you believe in. So don't give up on yourself. You deserve better than that. So let's go out there these next 2 days. I want lots and lots of you to have those 5 recruits so you can go to Hemingway with me, because I promise you it will be worth the work. And I want to challenge you each to go date another party, and let's make big things happen. So good night, everybody.